Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much if you're a recent subscriber. I haven't put up many videos for a while now, so it was really nice to see that there were still people subscribing to my channel, so thank you so much. I'm hoping that I will get some more videos uploaded soon, but thank you, and thank you if you're someone who has been a subscriber for a long time. I do appreciate all the support that I do get. Now I am going to show you the pages that I have done for the Roxy Creations Journal of Stitchery number 2, which I've gone for the Christmas prompts. And I've started off with, I've just grabbed this cover for Reader's Digest cover, which will be my cover. I will probably cover it with something like I did the last time, because to me that's really boring, not at all inspiring. But okay, so that's the cover. Now pages, oh, I've got nowhere to put it, I've got stuff everywhere here. All right, I have my first page, which I think I've got them in order. Okay, so if I haven't, forgive me. This one is the reindeer, and I did just put those out of the way for a minute. What I did was I downloaded an outline of a reindeer, transferred it onto the sort of slow stitch background of neutral colours, and then I stem stitched the outline and a little bit of seed stitching in here to give it a little bit of texture. I popped in some straight stitch, sort of like, it's supposed to be like pine tree branches or something, just for something to fill that spot. And I've got some little hollies up the top there, and I did blanket stitch around the edge. I popped in this little present as well, just this little Christmas present. I was sort of planning on doing that on every page, but I'm not sure if I will. Oh, and there's a little bit of lace just up there as well. So that was my first page. And I was very happy with that. It's simple, but I kind of liked that. So that was my reindeer page. I think the next one was the wreath, which is here. I did some little felt like holly leaves, and I'll just bring it over closer. And then just did some straight stitch for some detail, and I've got some little red beads for the berries. Put on a bow from a ribbon. The background's only one piece of fabric, which I slow stitched around. It was just that particular type of fabric. I've got my little parcel-y thing on the corner, and this one, these two pages I believe had to have a tag. Now I left the tag to the last minute, so I kind of didn't know where to put it, so it ended up just here on the corner. So it's a little Santa applique tag. It's just attached, so it does lift up, but that's it there. And I think that's with, it's felt, no, it's a velveteen fabric, that, and felt on the back. And with the felt, there was a couple of different types. They had the normal synthetic sort of felt that you get from your normal sort of crafty shops, and it also had some of the more of a wool felt, a sort of a better quality wool felt. The only problem is I found it keeps fraying, so I sort of went more for the synthetic felt. I felt that that felt was a little bit better in terms of it wasn't going to fray, particularly when you're using it for small things too. But I like the variation in the 3 shades that I had there. So that's my wreath. I think the Christmas tree was next. This one, I think I put a little bit more effort into it, I guess. I did a background. Now I've tried to stick to traditional Christmas reds and greens, golds and whites, and there's some silver as well. But I did pop in this little fabric at the back with the little gnomes, because I really like gnomes. I think they're so cute. And I've done the background, slow stitched it again. Then I sort of did fabric pieces to make the tree out of the 3 different types of green, and attached some little buttons and a little bell here, and I used a ribbon which I sort of gathered as I sewed it on, so it looks like it's supposed to be tinsel. And there's the present over there as well. So that was my tree, and I might just lift the camera, might be a bit better. Okay, so this one here is my Christmas village. And again, I went with a very neutral background. There's two types of fabric. There's a white spotty and the creamy with the gold trees in the background. Then I basically just paper pieced or fabric pieced a whole bunch of little houses. So that each one was a square or close to a square with a triangle roof. Kept it fairly simple in that sense. It was challenging, I guess, to do the smaller pieces of windows and doors, and I've added some extra, some little buttons. Did some different stitches. I've got some blanket stitch, stem stitch, straight stitch. This one is, I can't think what it's called. I think it's fly stitch, but it's joined. It's sort of joined upon itself. And over here in the corner, with this little tree, I've got some chain stitch, and there's actually some little beads on there, but it might be a bit difficult to see because they're clear. And what else have I got? Oh, another tree here. That was just fabric with a button star. This one was a stitched tree, and then another half a tree there. That half went with that half. So that was my Christmas village. And the last one, which I'm not 100% sure I've finished yet, this is my snowman, and he is made of felt on a background of slow stitch. There is the cream fabric with the print of the Christmas trees in gold, and then I put some green here, and that's a little piece of felt there where I did some seed stitch on it just to give it a little bit more texture. And my snowman, as I said, pieced together with felt. And funny story with the nose, I at first I thought I don't have any orange felt. So what I did was I got some of the white felt and painted the nose with some fabric paint, some orange fabric paint. Sat there and tried to dry it with the heat tool and so forth. Took me quite some time actually. Then I sewed it on and I was happy with that. Then for some reason I had to go and find something in my craft room, and guess what I found? A whole pack of coloured pieces of felt, including orange. So I thought, you're kidding me. Anyway, story of my life. So anyway, I've done the carrot. There's some French knot nose for his nose. There's they're French knots for his mouth. Little buttons, and this scarf is just a wool felt scarf, and I've got stem stitch stick arms, and his little hat is a beanie made of embroidery thread, and it's actually there's a piece of felt under there as the band, and then I've used the embroidery thread to make the beanie part of it, and he has a little tassel up the top. So that's my snowman, and as I said, I'm not 100% sure I finished with this one. I haven't put the present on this one or the village, so I'm not sure. I might put just a couple of little presents there, I'm not sure, but I will see. I have started the next piece, which is the nutcracker. I've started piecing it together. I'm just doing a fabric pieced one, but not ready to show that yet. Haven't quite finished it. So they are the pieces that I have got ready so far. Oh, and I do have this here. This is going to be a cluster, which I believe is on, it should be on either of these two pages. But I'm not sure how I'm going to put that on yet. It may not even be this. I may end up with a little cluster in there. I'm not sure. That will be done later. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.